Vlogmas day 4. I'm struggling right now. I feel like one of my biggest struggles is like visualizing something, like the way that you want something to go, and then before I get to that, like I think another thing that I struggle with as well is this part of the healing process where you think to yourself like, my life could have been so much different if I had healed sooner. If I would have known about all of this sooner, I could have changed something. And there's a huge sense of grief that I deal with on a regular basis, like grieving my own life, which is crazy. One second. Had I been able to do different things differently, to love myself sooner, I would not have the life that I have right now. And I love the life that I have right now. But the life that I have right now is also very challenging. I have 3 kids, each with their own needs and desires, and very, very strong personalities. They're also very prone to overstimulation. They hit each other a lot. They're constantly yelling. And that's really hard for someone like me who needs a lot of alone time. And I need the alone time because I am very easily overstimulated. And so like all of this is just like accumulating, and it's like really pushing me to try harder to find the right care for me, find the right care for myself, to figure out if this is an autism diagnosis or ADHD or whatever, but like something very clearly is going on underneath the surface, and I'm doing my best to care for myself, but recognizing too that the level of care that I need for myself is above anything that I've reached yet, which is growth, and that's fine, but it's a very challenging thing to be going through that on a personal level, while also navigating children who are very easily like overstimulated, who have diabetes, who have anxiety and shut down. And so I feel like as I'm learning about all the ways that I've masked myself, I think I'm being triggered again, like in the same way of like my childhood, where now in my own home and the life that I've created, I still have to mask myself because I have children to raise. And it's like this pushing myself in order to take care of myself, which is really hard to do while I am raising children who are going through the same thing that I am, if that makes sense. And so it's this like teacher-student aspect where I'm the student, but I am also having to be the teacher, and it's like I don't even know what the lesson plan is here. What are we doing? Like, how am I supposed to teach them how to regulate themselves when like right now I'm like, I barely know how to do this for myself, on top of like all the normal things that I have to take care of, on top of achieving my dreams. And I start to get to this point where I'm like, what is it that has to be given up? Like, do I have to give up on my dreams in order, like, is that what I'm being asked to surrender? Is to, I don't know. So like all of this tying back to Christmas today is that like we have planned to go get a Christmas tree. I want to take them to the Christmas light parade, but like I don't know how it's gonna go. And that for me on a personal level is challenging because like this could either go really good and for the most part everybody's pretty happy, or it could turn into this thing where we're gonna have meltdowns while we're out. And that takes so much energy on my part because I don't get to feel overstimulated by the crying and the fighting and the yelling. And I'm talking like screaming, yelling in a store. If we go to the Christmas light parade, if they're overstimulated and aren't listening, it's just too much. There's not like a quick and easy way to get out of there. So it's like, how do I get to be this mother that I know that I can be, or that I want to be for them, and make life fun for them, when it just seems like everything that I try to do outside of the home like just doesn't seem to work out. And then if I don't do anything, then I feel like they're bored and they just want to be on their devices, and I'm like, what is it? What am I not seeing? What do I need to open my eyes and my heart to right now?
All right, we've made it to the Christmas tree farm. Guys, are we excited?
Yeah. I don't know if the beanie's for looks or just to look.
It works for you though. It works.
Of course it does. Everything works.
We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say, and I claim.
So here's the thing, so we had said that we wanted like a short tree.
Yep.
I said that. And they don't really have any short fatties.
Okay, so I mean that's a good tree right there.
Who votes for this tree? Okay.
It's a good tree. It's a good tree.
We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say.
We are on, so we parked our van at our favorite coffee shop because it turns out that they're literally the perfect spot for us to park and watch the parade. So far, everything's going well. No meltdowns at the Christmas tree farm, and now we're headed to go grab some dinner
All right, let's go.
over at Yada on Franklin. So we're gonna go grab some food and then head back, get some coffee, some hot cocoa, some macarons, and we're making an evening of it. You doing okay, Daddy? Is your mind working numbers right now?
But you just don't listen to me.
So we went and looked, well, drove by like 3-4 investment properties, and Casey's been looking at one in particular that
I'm looking at all of those for 2-3 months.
one of them I absolutely fell in love with. It's a historic home here in Clarksville in a prime location, but we would not be able to keep our farm animals in that space. So I would have to find somebody who would be willing to care for them for a year for me. All right, you're gonna have to wait 1 second, okay? Thank you. Ready, go! Go, go, go! Awesome. You got it, you got it. Excuse us.
1 more minute, 300 feet.
Clarksville is really changing. Anyways, so I really love that property. It's a beautiful, beautiful house, but it does need a lot of work on the inside, even though it's a little bit more on our like expensive price range that we're looking at. But Casey's looking at a house that is, yeah, it's a tattoo shop. Casey's looking at a house that has a house up front and then another one in the back that we could possibly use for, that's cute, for like a short-term loan is what we're looking at. So yeah, they're setting up. So Clarksville is all getting ready to watch the parade. Oof. And we're here.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh.
Alright friends, well that was our day. Hit the Christmas tree farm, we did the parade, mostly came out unscathed. We enjoyed some good coffee, kids got some macarons, we had good food. It was a good day. As far as navigating everything, maybe I just needed to cry, I don't know, but I know somebody could possibly relate to going through this. I feel like it's too often that we share these beautiful pictures, we share these beautiful moments that we've curated, and while the intention is there and it's beautiful to be able to create the life that we envision for ourselves, we also have to be very real about the parts that are dark and are heavy. And I feel like everybody goes through that. You ready to go? See you tomorrow.